welcome to the Wong Reviewer. My name is Will, where I do tech unboxing, tech reviews, and tech tutorials. In today's episode, I am reviewing the Quntis LED monitor light that I have mounted on my monitor right here. And I'm going to talk about some of the uses for it, why you would need one, and what are some of the benefits of having a LED monitor light showing on your workspace. Just to note, this company did reach out to me and provided this unit to me to review for free in exchange for publishing a video. However, all opinions expressed in this video are my own. So without further ado, let's get to the unboxing and review and setup of the Quntis LED monitor light. All right, let's take a look at the Quntis LED monitor light for PC, designed for commercial office person. In terms of specs, it says it's anti-glare, no stroboscopic hazard, healthy eyes protection, adjustable color temperature, adjustable brightness, auto sensitivity, 50,000 hours lifespan, and USB powered. So let's take a look inside and see what's all about. Here is the LED light bar after it's been installed on the monitor mount. Let's take a closer look at it. You can see the LED light strip behind here as well. Has a bit of a diffuser screen here to kind of diffuse the light so you don't see individual LED lights. In terms of functions, it has the brightness function, color temperature. This is auto adjustment for ambient light. So when light comes in, it automatically reads and adjusts the brightness based on ambient light, and the power on and off. And at the top here, which is nice, it's a touch button. It's not a physical button, so as soon as you lightly tap it, it will automatically make those changes. In terms of build quality, I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the build quality. There is no defects that I see, and like nothing is loose. If you can see here, everything's secured in place. And if I do the flex text, I'm actually flexing this pretty hard, and it's not bending at all. So in terms of quality, I'm not concerned about it at all. The nice thing about the monitor mount, this is the monitor mount. So if the monitor's here, it stays right here. It does come with two adapters that you can put on here. So depending on what you're using. So for instance, I would put this adapter on if it's for a monitor. There's a spacer here, so you have to put the spacer on. So for this spacer, you can put for like a laptop monitor where it's really thin, or this one here, if you have a different type of monitor that you want to put, you can space it out here. For myself, my monitor is actually quite wide, and I don't need the spacers, but this does extend out, so it does clasp and securely support my monitor as well. So that's how you mount it on. So this is my LED monitor right here, and this is the light bar. As you can see, if I leave it like this, it doesn't actually quite fit. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it and put it in the middle, and now it's securely in place. There you go. And so if I take a look, you can see how it's snapped on very tight, and then all I have to do is just put the USB-C cable in, and we'll turn it on and take a look. So this is what it looks like mounted to my monitor. So this is my current lighting setup when I'm working or editing on my 14-inch MacBook Pro. And I'm using the Govee LED light strips that's here and here right now to kind of light up the space area. I do like it dark, and it has a nice ambience kind of a look as well. So sometimes when I'm using this Microsoft Sculpt keyboard, it doesn't have lighting on here. There's no LED backlight, so sometimes it's hard for me to see. Now, I have good muscle memory, I kind of know where everything is, but every now and then, especially when I'm editing and looking for the Control F or Shift F functions in DaVinci Resolve, it's hard for me to see the keyboard because there's just not enough light. Now, what's nice is once I turn on the light, you can see how bright it is, and now I can actually see the individual keys on my keyboard. And so when I'm doing DaVinci Resolve, doing my keyboard shortcuts, it's easy for me to do the Control F, Alt, whatever it is, and I look down and I can see it. So that's really nice. Another plus for having an LED light bar is for me to be able to see my notes or take notes. I'm still a bit traditionalist. I don't take all my notes on the laptop. I do like the pen and paper feel, and so I do rely on my notebook sometimes. And again, with the current lighting situation I have here, it is hard to see my notes sometimes. So again, now having an LED light bar, I turn it on, and now I can see my notes, which is nice. So let's take a look at some of the features and functions of this light bar. So the one thing to note about the LED light bar is not meant to light up the LED panel or your monitor. It is meant to light up your workspace. And right now, as you can see, there's no glare coming off my TN LED panel or my IPS panel, which is good. So again, like off, my work area is dark. I turn it on, I turn it on, and now it lights up my work area, which is fantastic. In terms of the functions, so there is a brightness function. So if I turn this is the lowest, 3, 4, so there's 4 settings. You can see the different light here. So if I don't want it too bright, I can actually just illuminate just a little bit just down here. I'll turn it back to brightness. So again, this is nice haptic control. This is the color temperature, so this turns into different kelvins, so it's a bit yellow. And there's 3 settings. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just 4 settings. And then there's a mode here that does automatic adjustments in terms of your brightness based on the ambient light that you have. So there's some kind of algorithm, reads the light, and then it automatically adjusts the brightness. I'm not going to turn it on because I like to manually control it myself. And then obviously the on-off switch here. Let there be lights. All right, I want to give my final thoughts on the Quntis LED light bar. This is one of those gadgets where you don't realize you need it until you actually got it. So right now for me, I'm currently taking a course. I'm doing my Lean Six Sigma Green Belt certification, and it requires me to read from a textbook as well as take notes. And having this LED light bar really helps me facilitate that as it lights up the space down here. And I also have an opportunity to kind of look at the monitor as well for reference material. Right now I've been using my Aperture studio lights to light this area when I'm doing my studies. And the studio light gets really hot after a while and it gets kind of uncomfortable. And having the LED light bar to light up the space, which produces no heat, has been great for me. In terms of the actual quality itself, it's great. When I did the flex test with the LED light strip, it didn't bend too much, it wasn't creaking. In terms of the installation, again, you saw how easy it was to mount to any monitor, a monitor like this, or even a MacBook Pro here that you can as well. And the touch controls is very responsive, which I was really impressed with. As soon as you touch it, it responds. I don't have to hold it in place or worry about it not working. And the fact that I control the color temperature as well as the brightness has been great features as well. If you have any questions about the Quntis LED light bar, please leave it in the comments below. I will leave an Amazon affiliate link to this product if there's something that you're interested in. There's no pressure at all. When you use the affiliate links, I do get a small commission, but it's at no extra cost for you, and it does help support the channel. All right, thank you guys for watching, and until next time.